Properties and application of ceramics of silicon carbide. SiC. It is the abbreviation is SiC. It is silicon carbide is also known as the carborundum. Is also called for another name is carborundum. It is one of the ceramic compounds of. It is the mixing of silicon and carbon. Is mixing of silicon and carbon is called the silicon carbide. Is one of the ceramic component. It is one type of hardest and most resilient ceramic material. It is the more hardest material. It is mainly used for the purpose of grinding wheel and some abrasive papers manufacturing. It is used for grinding wheel and some abrasive purpose. It's a grinding wheel for metal cutting tool, machining process. Okay, machining purpose. The abrasive papers. Okay, so this is the two types of SiC is the alpha SiC and the beta SiC. So in the silica sand, okay, is the manufacturing process of alpha SiC mainly used for silica sand and carbon. So heated and electric resistance furnace, okay, electric resistance furnace can get the hexagonal crystalline structure of SiC. Okay, it is the alpha SiC. It is one type of heating process. Si2 silica sand SiT and the carbon is mixing is in the heated to the electrical furnace. You can get the hexagonal crystal structure of SiC with the carbon monoxides. So next is a beta SiC mainly used for the vapor. Okay, chemical vapor deposition process (CVD) process is the structure is cubic crystal structure. Okay, this is the hexagonal crystal structure alpha SiC. Beta SiC is a cubic crystal structure. Okay, it is a two type of manufacturing process. One is a silicon sand and carbon for alpha SiC. Another is the beta SiC mainly manufactured chemical vapor deposition process. Okay, it is mainly can is used for grinding wheel and purpose and some abrasive paper manufacturing. It is the very hardest material. It is the main properties of the silicon carbide is it is a higher tensile strength and stiffness material, excellent hardness and wear resistance material. It is mainly high strength and high loading application. Is the mechanical properties up to 1000 secondary Celsius. It is a high strength at the high temperature properties. Okay, up to this withstand 1600 degrees Celsius for any mechanical load and heating. It is the high thermal conductivity and low thermal expansion compared to other ceramics. So compared to other ceramics, it is high thermal conductivity and low thermal expansion for heating during the heating process. Compared to other ceramics, it is a thermal shock resistance. Okay, it is the thermal shock resistance material. Resist corrosion from acids, alkalis, and molten salt. Better dimensional stability. It is not tough material. It is better dimensional stability and not tough material. This application is mainly used for brake disc. Okay, brake disc, clutches, seals, and engine components for mainly for automotive applications. Some abrasive papers, grinding wheels, and used for mainly for cutting tools. Okay, for using for abrasive paper, grinding wall for cutting tool machining process. Some protective armor for bulletproof vest. Okay, bulletproof vest component manufacturing. Heating elements in high temperature furnace, components for pump seals and bearings manufacturing, some high power and high temperature electronic devices, semiconductors, and the power diodes manufacturing, so optical mirrors fixers for semiconductors, nuclear reactor fuel elements, ceramic membrane manufacturing, filament pyrometers, jewelry, some used for some jewelry manufacturing process. Okay, this mainly it can be used for jewelry manufacturing process equipments, used as a reinforcement in the composite material. It is also used for some reinforcement material of composite material. This is the properties and applications of silicon carbide. Okay, so silicon carbide is also known as a carborundum. It is manufactured from silicon and carbon. So alpha SiC, beta SiC. Alpha SiC is silica sand and carbon manufacturing silica sand and carbon. Beta SiC manufactured by chemical vapor deposition. His properties of SiC is high tensile strength and stiffness, excellent hardness and wear resistance. It is also high thermal conductivity, low thermal expansion, thermal shock resistant material, better dimensional stability. It also resists corrosion from acid, alkalis, and molten salt material. So application mainly use automotive brake disc, clutch seals, and engine components. Some abrasive papers, grinding wheels for cutting tool machining process. Some protective armor for bulletproof vest. Heating elements in high temperature furnaces. Components for pump seals and bearings manufacturing. High power, high temperature electronic devices, semiconductors, and power diodes. Optical mirrors, fixers for semiconductors. Nuclear reactor fuel elements. Ceramic membranes, flame pyrometers, some jewelry equipment manufacturing, mainly used as a reinforcement in composite material. Thank you.